Broncos country, what is going on here with a film review? We're talking Kris Abrams-Draine today, taking a look at some of his plays against the Arizona Cardinals. He played about 75% of the game, really solid coverage throughout. So we're going to take a look, not only him in press, but some other coverages as well, where I thought he did a very good job at stuffing the receiver kind of at the point in the route where they're cutting. That makes any sense. So you guys will understand that as I go through the film. Of course, like, subscribe. Let's get this started. Leave your comments. So you're going to see Kris Abrams-Draine down here, number 31. Let's go ahead and run this. Post route. Look how he shadows it very well. Takes it away here. Gets his hands on him. You'll love to see that. And then he's just like glue. He's just like glue here on this route. Again, wanting to point out his physicality. This is something, if we're kind of comparing Troy Franklin, some of the coverage that I've done on him recently is he's been able to get out of some of these releases pretty quickly because cornerbacks haven't been able to get his hands on him. And here you see Abrams-Draine able to put that on there. Good coverage throughout. Nice little tackle there to save a third down conversion there from 39. Love that play. Now, let's take a look at the break of their route. Let's take a look at another play action, or this time another post play off of play action at the 9:52 mark. Bear with me here. And here you're going to see Abrams-Draine again at the bottom of the screen, this time playing off coverage, all right? Now, giving up inside leverage, but again, I thought moving those hips quickly, shadowing this route very, very well. I don't think that with this play design, this wide receiver over here was intended to be the primary target. It's more of like a clear out route to me. Again, I don't know the plays. I'm just speculating, but you can tell that Abrams-Draine, he's going to be responsible for not letting up outside contain on this route, which is kind of why you see him turn this way that he does. He has safety support over top, but when you see the wide receiver, when he sees the wide receiver break inside, look how quickly he flips those hips. Just one step. Bam. And he's already running in stride with this receiver. Was this Zay Weaver from CU? I can't tell if this is 30. No, I think it's number 10. But yeah, this is like a little flood action where you have this wide receiver kind of clearing out this entire area over here, so you get a lot of flood to the left. But Abrams-Draine does his job here in man coverage. Good coverage. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the 33-33 mark. I had this play marked as well for solid coverage. All right, here we go. We got Abrams-Draine here at the top. And watch here as he does a good job to take away this go route here. I believe this is a go route. Off coverage. Oh, no, it was a little in. My bad. I was reading the wrong sentence there. But I love to see this. He kind of stops this wide receiver. This might have been Zay Weaver. A little bit on that in. Making some contact with him. Love to see that. Again, I'd rather have my cornerbacks being a little bit too physical than not physical enough. But I love to see. Could you flag this for illegal contact or anything like that? Maybe, but again, you get away with a lot of these calls. I love to see him sticking like glue after the break of this deep in route. And then he's just on his hip right there. Solid coverage, in my opinion, from Kris Abrams-Draine. I love to see that. Now let's take a look at the go route. See Abrams-Draine again up top, that boundary corner, playing some off coverage. And again, just completely takes this away. This might have been more of a clear out route. I think if whether that's Zay Weaver, CU zone, or somebody else, I think I'd like to see him be running this this route a little bit harder on his end. But again, stuck to the hip of the receiver is Kris Abrams-Draine. Now let's take a look at a beautiful pass breakup he had on another deep in route on this next play, I believe, the 34-30 mark. Again, Kris Abrams-Draine up top and reading this route so well. Again, guys, he's stuck to the hip of this receiver here. Jumps the route, gets his hand in, like he finds the leverage. Again, right there, he knows what's being run when he sees that wide receiver kind of plant his foot and cut out in that post route, and he's able to just get inside leverage. This quarterback's throwing this even before he sees the coverage that Kris Abrams-Draine has, and almost forces an interception there. If JL Skinner could have gotten there, that would have been amazing. So this was definitely, in my opinion, my favorite play here from Kris Abrams-Draine throughout the game. Just real sticky. If there's one theme again today, looking at his tape, was just he was very sticky in coverage. No doubt getting his hands on guys, staying physical, interfering without interfering, but at the break point of these different route stems. Just always there. Loved to see that. Love to see that compete. And lastly, let's take a look at the 43-45 mark. And we'll see some more sticky coverage here. So I believe Abrams-Draine is going to be up here for this play. Let's go ahead and watch that. Again, making contact with the receiver, navigating through that little screen that might have been set by the other route, staying sticky to that wide receiver's hip, and then forcing the throw to where it had to go out of bounds. There was no room to breathe on the scramble drill. I love to just see how he navigates this. It's almost set as like a pick play with this curl route here to free up 83, but Abrams-Draine does a great job of just navigating through this, staying on his hip, taking it away. Wide receiver cuts back, and again, makeup speed right there, substantial. And then again, pushing him towards the sideline. So he has very little room to bring in a catch, throw out of bounds. Not only was Kris Abrams-Draine very solid on this route with a potential pick thrown in the way on the scramble drill, shows makeup speed to get back in coverage and help force an incompletion. Really loved his coverage. Overall, there wasn't anything going through this all 22. There wasn't anything insanely bad or anything like that. I thought that he played a very good game and definitely a great depth corner and somebody who I think has starting potential. I think there's a lot of great corners we have, young corners we have in our group. Of course, Pat Surtain, Riley Moss has been up to expectation. He has won that opposite boundary corner starting position that we were all hoping for. When you draft him in the 3rd round last year, he's going to get the first crack at it. That's great. Zamari Mathis was coming along before his injury, and Jaquan McMillan, of course, being an undrafted free agent last year, he has been spectacular in the slot. So we potentially have 4 or 5 cornerbacks in this room that I feel very, very good about, and I feel like have still a lot of potential room to grow. So y'all let me know what you thought about these plays. Overall, what have you thought of Kris Abrams-Draine and his play? Please let me know in the comments. I'll be back with another video tomorrow, Broncos country. Really appreciate your patience as I get my new space set up with this move down to Texas. Greatly appreciate all of you. I'll be back tomorrow as always, y'all. Go Broncos.